Not that our family is a social experiment, but it's really interesting to see how our personalities have an impact, because Daisy isn't biologically mine and Lily isn't biologically Becky's. There were concerns in our families about how we would love a child that wasn't biologically ours, and it didn't. Obviously, in the back of your mind, you have concerns about things like that, but loving a child is easy. It comes really naturally, doesn't it?
Both Becky and Annie's daughters were conceived using the same anonymous sperm donor. Even now, there's curiosity about the donor.
We've been together 9 years, and my daughter Lily, I carried her and she's 2 now. And obviously now Becky's carrying our second, who will be Daisy. Annie. There's no way. Sorry. I'll trade you in. I broached the subject of us having another one, and Becky had always been adamant she wasn't going to have children. And then the idea of me having all the attention again, I think, spurred Becky into action, and you decided to have a child.
Overnight, I said, no, you can't. I need to have one.
We were going to, and it was just whether or not it was you or me.
Yeah. And I thought, it's going to be me.
Becky conceived using the same anonymous sperm donor as Annie.
To have this baby, we used a process called IUI, which is intrauterine insemination. In very basic layman terms, it's a big syringe putting things in the right place at the right time, which is the same treatment we had when we had Lily.
Deep breath and really push everything into your bottom.
As Becky began to tire, the baby's heartbeat began to drop.
What I'm going to do when baby's recovered from this little push, I'll just get the doctors back in just to have a little look at what she's up to.
Okay.
Just because she's not liking this pushing particularly much. You're going to walk round with us, Annie?
The decision was made to take her to theatre for a forceps delivery.
I was trying to be brave for Becky and not let her see how worried I was. They make you wait outside while they get everything set up, and I had a minute out there and I was like, oh my God. And you want to support your partner, so you don't want to show how worried and anxious you are. I just felt relief, to be honest, when David was out, because I was so anxious at that point. It was just, oh, thank God she's here. And as soon as you hear the baby cry, you know they look like they're going to be okay. It was just relief. I did so well.
I don't like that.
Daisy, don't get tummy ache.
Daisy loves dressing up as princesses. She'd wear a dress every day if we let her.
Which is strange, because naturally, I'm probably a bit more girly than you are. But with the kids, it's the other way around.
Yeah.
I make the bubbles, yeah.
Not that our family is a social experiment, but it's really interesting to see how our personalities have an impact, because Daisy isn't biologically mine and Lily isn't biologically Becky's.
Got ya.
There were concerns in our families about how we would love a child that wasn't biologically ours, and it didn't. Obviously, in the back of your mind, you have concerns about things like that, but loving a child is easy. It comes really naturally, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So I don't love them any different at all.
Daisy, keep it like that.
One important decision to be made at the outset was who was to be called what.
We had friends in similar circumstances that had used mum and mama.
So I said, shotgun, I'm mum. But my rationale behind that was when the girls are 15 and we're in the supermarket, there's no way I'm being called Mummy, Mummy. So
we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
So Annie will cross that bridge when she comes to it.
And there are new considerations now that oldest daughter Lily has started school.
Have you got a crab?
Not yet. We are quite happily out, and we've been able to protect Lily in our little family bubble. Lily, come here, darling. And now she's like moving on through school. She's out there on her own.
Yeah.
And she's gonna realise she's different, and the others are gonna realise she's different.
Name all the family.
Dad, Mum, sister, Daddy. No, that's not Daddy. This is Daddy.
Biggest one's Daddy.
Father's Day just gone, there was a small hiccup at school and her card came home saying, "Dear Daddy," and obviously she was a little bit confused who she was supposed to give it to. But generally the school have been very supportive and helpful, and it was a genuine mistake. We are different and you're going to have it crop up every now and again. And she did ask then, who is my daddy? And I said, well, I'm sorry, you don't have one, Lily. You've got two mummies. If you want a daddy, we'll have to send Mum back. And you'll be glad to know she said no, she wanted to keep you, so it's fine.
My mum's got 9 grandchildren, and it's just brilliant when we all get together. It's a real laugh.
It's also a chance for Becky to catch up with her sister Lizzie and for the girls to play with their cousins.
I'm quite close to my family. The family situation that I'm in with the girls and Annie, it's just accepted and it's normal.
Both Becky and Annie's daughters were conceived using the same anonymous sperm donor.
So it'll be interesting for you to see how similar this one.
I know,
it's the same.
Same donor, yeah.
Yeah. So we had to bulk buy. Plenty left, haven't we?
Don't joke, it was £1,000 on sperm. And you know, when we say that, everyone like sort of gone, I'd have given you some for free. Like, yeah, as if we haven't heard that before.
We had to choose our donor, and it was as simple as they gave us a sheet and we had to write down what characteristics were important to us that the donor must have. There were 2 very different people, and we obviously chose the one that was more successful in life.
Doing it wrong? No, you're doing fine.
Even now, there's curiosity about the donor.
Daisy and Lily, they have a certain look about them. You know, it's an expression, or it's just something about their face that they both have, which is identical, which must have come from, you know, the donor. Are there details on the form about who the father is, or do you never find that out?
No, Lily and Daisy, when they turn 18, they've got the right to find out.
So what would you do if they turned around to you and said, we want to?
We'd support them. Obviously it'd be tricky, but we would support them.
Why would it be tricky though?
Well, I'd be paranoid.
I don't think they're going to suddenly want to run off and live with him.
It's a door that they've got to go through and then close it behind them. They've just got to ask that question at that age, knowing that they can at that age ask that question, and then dealing with it and then just shutting the door. And probably they won't go there again.
I think any guy that our girls were to bring home when they're sort of old enough to be bringing guys home, I think he might find it a bit hard.
Yeah, I think he might do.
Because the girls will be teenagers at about the same time as we're menopausal. So I mean, he may not want to come home, actually.
Right, Daisy, you have to bite it off the top.
Quickly, it's going to go everywhere. I would hope for Lily and Daisy that they were straight, to be honest, because it's an easier life. They won't be sitting in similar circumstances to we are, worrying about if they're going to be accepted or anything like that. But if they're gay, obviously we would support them and help them.
Yeah.
But it's, you know, doesn't really make any difference, does it? It's whatever
floats your boat.
Yeah. Some people might consider that we've challenged boundaries by having children together, but we're not the first and we certainly won't be the last. And for us, it's not about making challenges or living roller coasters, it's just our life. And this is the life we choose to live.